last 3 in Sweden. I think we can start saying kind of the first few words and then jumping right to the topic. So first of all, welcome. This is already the second webinar of It's Not Just Video webinar series, and super great that you are all here because this is a very, very interesting topic as the kind of new era of video begins, as video is no longer, especially short video, it's no longer just YouTube or Instagram or social media, but it can be utilized in so many ways in an omnichannel way that we will kind of provide more information a bit later. Today we have here Jani Engberg from Videobot. We have Jussi Kokkola from Republic, and then we have Nanna Järvinen from allra. And our agenda for today, first we will start off with Jani kind of briefly explaining what is interactive video, what is video experiences, as that will help you understand the results of the study a little bit better. And then Jussi will jump right onto the actual figures. And then lastly, Nanna will share her and allra's experience about utilizing video experiences all across their digital and non-digital platforms. And after all that, we have about the last 15 minutes for questions and answers. So please make sure to ask anything on the chat as we go on. And then on the end, we will start answering those. So without further ado, I think, Jani, go ahead. You can start off.
Sure. It's very nice to see that we have a lot of people coming in and joining all the time. I think it's afternoon hours, at least here in Finland, and still a couple of more working hours in Sweden. Like Henna said, my name is Jani. I'm the Chief Commercial Officer and Partner here at Videobot. And it's been a pleasure to maybe meet some of you, probably majority of you, but for sure we have a lot of new faces, new thoughts here. And please share your thoughts, ask questions in the chat, and me, Hanna, or Jussi, we will try to answer at the end. The webinar is not, it's like almost our slogan. It's not just video, it's about experiences, because we are not talking at Videobot, we are not talking videos. We are not talking about like video bots or chat bots. Those who don't know maybe Videobot in that sense, for sure the Videobot brand name is a very great, and it's getting very much global awareness at the moment. But at the same time, we are facing that we are talking too much about being a bot and videos to be a bot. We are talking more about interactive video experiences all across the platforms and touch points, and being a major impact in the future in a CX processes. We have had like social media channels where we see that everything is almost video based. Almost everything what is engaging, teaching customers to do something. And then we go to the websites, we go to the marketing campaigns and everything is pretty much static. And there is like a lot of text, a lot of pictures. If there are videos, they are standalone videos. And even we can still see that some of even the big brands are using YouTubes on their websites, which is not brand safe. It's not like very wise. They are not interactive at all. So we are thinking that the new CX in the future will be very much different, and therefore we have some studies made by Republic, and Jussi is here to explain. And when we are talking interactive video experiences, we are talking also multiple formats. We're talking, we're talking like, of course, bot-like video widgets. We are talking embedded iframes that are integrated more natively on the content side. And then we are talking reels, we are talking stories format, which is very familiar for the end users from TikTok and Instagram world. And those, when we start playing with multiple interactive formats and placements, that is what we mean by integrating CX processes and customer engagement in the new world. You need video-based communication, not just banners and texts when you are personalizing content. And also we are facing the fact that usually when we are talking videos and we are talking interactive videos and we're talking how to make the new CX, we are always ending up talking too much about only websites and apps. That's for sure where this change is happening. Everything is digital at the moment. But the thing is, VideoBot and its formats, it can be used in multiple touch points. You can access that from the billboards, scanning QR codes. You can use emails and use the links or GIF images to immediately start the video journey, not going to the old world and going to the landing page and then start maybe finding videos or something. You start the video journeys immediately. And the solution is not directing people to YouTube or Instagram. It's having your own ideas to get the people excited, to maybe make the commercial transactions and so on. So I will encourage you to think today. We have a very good speaker from food industry, even taking leveraging this kind of ideas that how do we make the new CX in all of the touch points and all our marketing campaigns. That's about VideoBot, that's about interactive video experiences. Now we have made a decision that because this is a very new term and there is like not just a kind of a exactly describing sentence that what it is. So it is something like interactive video experiences. So we wanted to do an industry standard study, and we started from Finland and Sweden because we have a lot of clients in these areas. Of course we do have in Luxembourg, Belgium and Germany, but it's still getting all over the place. But we are thinking that not all of the big brands are utilizing this one. But what about the consumers? Are they noticing something? And this is where I want to invite Jussi on stage. Jussi, maybe you can give a view from the consumer side. Is it interesting?
I try to enlighten that side of the story, so to speak. But yeah, we had a pleasure to work with VideoBot and made a survey with Bilendi, which is a survey enterprise that we have worked a lot because I come from Republic, which is a PR company. Basically, we do a lot of things sort of like this. Try to understand what the users want, try to find some PR angles and stuff like that. But basically, this was the first thing we did with VideoBot. Not that many questions, but still we had a lot of people who answered this survey. So I think this data is valid. Let's move on. We did it in September in both countries, and in Finland and Sweden. We had 1,000 respondents from each country, which ensures us represented with data. And we tried to figure out what sort of user preferences people have, what sort of role video, in this case interactive video, which is a bit tough term because people don't really understand. If they compare to some interactive video or with VideoBot, they don't really know what they are dealing with. But basically, we try to structure the questions so that people understand that what do we mean with this, with interactive video. So, and some of the things we found out, I think we can go further right away because this is something quite interesting. At least almost a third of the Finns and Swedish people, they found out that we found out that they are keen to this kind of stuff when it comes to customer experience. So when they are dealing with something that they want to buy, or they want to know more about the thing that they are trying to buy from, for example, online, almost a third of the Finns and Swedish people are thinking that this is a good way to present or keep the customer relationship going on at the moment when you're dealing with anything, services, something you want to buy. If you want to buy, for example, a chainsaw, usually I like to do that. Yeah, I'm a big fan of chainsaws. So
Halloween went already. So
yeah, but in that moment, you want to know how this thing works. What are the key things you need to know about that? And in these sort of situations, interactive video is a good way to get it attached with the thing that you're buying. And the question was, do you feel that short interactive videos could add value to your customer experience on company websites? The key insights were younger respondents in both countries see more value in interactive videos. Swedish youth are more enthusiastic at the moment, basically, but interest declines with age, not that much, but yeah, it does. But in Finland, it shows slightly higher interest among older groups also. So there are more than 20% of people, mainly, for example, in the age group 55 to 64, there's almost 30% of the respondents that said, yes, this would be a good way. Okay, we can move on. Some cross-country insights. Like I said, about 28% in Finland and almost 30% in Sweden find interactive videos improve customer experience on company websites. Majority in Finland and Sweden prefer video to understand products before purchase decisions. And that's one of the key things that we found out from this survey. So that's one of the main and core things when people need this sort of content. And we found out also that maybe this can be something that everybody can think of, that this is nothing special, but despite interest in video, 22% in Finland and 77% in Sweden still prefer text, navigation, search for information retrieval. But one thing is that now when we are entering, or we have already entered in the age of AI, and most of the searches, they don't happen in Google, of course, still most are, but this is changing rapidly, because when people are asking from AI agents more and more questions, the click is dying, which means that this sort of content is going to grow more and more. And this is what we, for example, in PR wise, what are we doing with our clients at the moment is that we heavily rely on traditional media, because that's what LLMs, large language models, they eat news, basically. That's a content thing. That's a thing that somebody has already secured, and they prefer that. So that's why we are saying that this is really a time to invest in PR, and it might be also time to invest in things like video bots. All right, let's move on. Some things also, evolution of video content. Yeah, it's shifting just from entertainment. It hasn't been entertainment in a long while. Basically, if I buy something from IKEA, I usually go to, maybe if it's not in IKEA, but I have to do something. I have to repair my bike or something like that. Then I go to YouTube and watch how I do it. But the thing is that maybe in the future you don't have to go there. It's the thing is where the product is. So that's one of the key things, and it's interactive, and you can sort of talk with it. So that might be the way to go in the future. Well, IVX uses dynamic and personalized content to deepen brand user relationships and boost engagement. Yeah, that's one of the things we noticed also from some of the questions we asked from people. And authentic storytelling, which is one big thing, that you need some human, you need face for the brand, and this sort of content gives, of course, opportunity to do that. And multi-channel engagement, like Jani mentioned earlier, that it isn't just a website, it can be anywhere. All right. Summary and future outlook. Importance of interactive videos. I think this seems like when we ask from people is like I said, is where to go in the future. Exactly in the critical decision-making moments when the people are thinking that should I buy this or should I buy that or what should I do? In these sort of moments, this kind of content is very valuable. And users value video content. That's like a no-brainer, of course. We all know how TikTok works at the moment, how it grows your business, basically. But this is a chance to like shift it in your own nest, so to speak. And future customer engagement is like combining traditional tools with innovative video solutions will drive personalized and emotional engagement. These are the basic things. We asked few questions. I think we gathered quite valuable information about how people feel about this. And I'm sure if we continue, for example, 1 year later, we'll see if we ask the same questions again, they will we see higher numbers. But that's in a nutshell what we found out.
Thanks, Jussi. It is very relevant info that from our perspective, 1 out of 7 big companies are starting to utilize interactive video experience in Finland and Sweden, depending on the business verticals, but it's not there yet. And you got the idea, and the study revealed that maybe 70% are using traditional methods in the websites. Yeah. And that's probably what it is. But then already third, each of the, let's say almost a third from Finnish and Swedish customers are expecting. And I think there was even a bigger number that wasn't sure. They didn't know how to answer. So there is a huge gap already. And if you are saying figures will go even up and only 1/6 of the big brands and brand advertisers are using it, how do you say like how big is actually the demand cap already, or what it's going to be in the next year or so if we make this an industry standard study?
I think it could be even half, but this is just something that I throw in the air at the moment. But still, I feel the one of, like I said in the beginning, one of the hardest things is to try to describe for the people the experience. So what is interactive video and what does it really mean? Because most of the people haven't really used it or experienced it. So it's a tough task to try to describe it so that everybody understands what we're talking about. But still, I think based on the results, it seems like if we do this a year later, it will be a much bigger number.
Yeah. Surely, if we believe that in social, the video will be there, we've been taught already using it. We have a good example here. But like I said, like 1 out of 6 or 1 out of 7 is doing something different in their own field of business. And we have Nanna Järvinen here from Atria, relevant from food industry in Finland, of course, and Sweden. So she is one of the our clients, but at least in this industry segment, that is doing really much something that is customer experience in the future. So that's why we invited Nanna to tell something about background, that why this makes different, that it's not just video library in the YouTube, or it's not just standard videos somewhere. So Nanna, can you please help people to understand your strategy and why interactive videos?
Yes, with pleasure. Thank you for inviting me, and very happy to be here. So my name is Nanna, and for those who don't know Atria, we are one of the biggest food producers in Finland in many different categories. And if we move forward to the next slide, here is some background. We started using VideoBot a bit by accident. Summer and barbecue season is very important business-wise for us. And we had made an extensive consumer study where we found out that consumers, regardless of their skill level of barbecuing, they all needed some help or tips or inspiration how to make their barbecuing more interesting during summer season. And we were looking for different solutions and really came by VideoBot a bit by accident. So good luck was also part of this. If somebody had said buy an interactive video solution, I wouldn't have known what it is. So it was a good timing and a good explanation. I think somebody told me that you use QR code and then you jump directly to the video, and this made us all interested. So we were looking for packaging, of course, is our biggest media. Our products penetration monthly is 97% of Finnish households. So it's more or less in every home in Finland, our products. So we wanted not only use advertising and guide consumers to our web page, but find a solution that really enters consumers' homes. So that's the background, and the objective was to find easy solution and engaging brand experience, which we believe we have now done. Like Jani said in the beginning, you can use VideoBot in many different ways, and we use it as a QR code in our packaging and advertising, some examples here. Then we have widget on our front page. We have sliders, which is the carousel type of thing, and iframes. So a lot of different things. And we have produced a lot of content, and I know this part may be something that companies think how to produce content. And of course, there are agencies who could do that. We decided to make it a bit more authentic. So we've used our own team, some freelancers. We are lucky to have our own chefs who are ready to present and give tips and inspiration. So we've kind of done this, I wouldn't say easy way out, but very authentic way out. And while producing content to VideoBot, we've also managed to produce content for our social media. So we use same or similar content in our social media channels, which has worked very well. If we look to the results, yes, correct page. So our website first, just our front page, atria.fi, website traffic grew 25% this summer. The first summer, 2024, when we first introduced VideoBot, the traffic grew 40% over summer period. So we really were able to guide consumers to the web page. We did say that on our advertising that go to our web page or scan the code. So we did do a lot of guiding and call to action in different medias to tell consumers that we have this solution. But what I'm really happy is the engagement rate, because when consumers land on our page, they don't need to click further and further and find out something that is written on the page, but there is directly a video that guides them forward, and that's the positive thing. Then when we jump to the video bot results for summer, no, sorry, go back, thank you. So 500 hours watched content this summer, 2025, which was plus 81% versus previous year. 26,000 codes scanned from the packaging, which was double versus prior year. Over 200 hours spent with our packaging. So while consumers scanned, then they went and watched the content through the packaging. And we saw the users who came to our page, more than half came through QR codes to the video bot content, which is, these growth numbers are just amazing. So first year we spent teaching consumers how to use the codes. And the second year we were gathering the results more or less. And not only summer, since beginning, we also noticed that this tool, these interactive videos are very useful in all the seasons. So we have a lot of different things. We have seasons like Halloween and Christmas, of course, a lot of content on those, but also always on content like air fryer tips or TikTok recipes and things like that. And we continuously improve and develop more content to all our digital channels. Now we can jump to the last page. So here are just some individual results on different elements on our website. And I've circled the most important ones with yellow. First of all, the CTA clicks through QR codes doubled 2025 versus previous year. The widget, which is the front page interactive video that jumps to your face when you land on our front page. Viewers who click through there spend 15 seconds per user looking at those contents that you get from there. On iframes, which is content on our website, engagement rate is over 100, which means that consumers come back to the first video and then watch something else. And sliders, the carousels, there is 1.7 videos viewed per visit, which is very good. It means that not only the solution works, but it creates engagement, which we were looking for in the beginning. And that's mostly and very quickly our results, but all of you go and check etria.fi and see it yourself how it works. That's I think better than this short presentation.
Wow. Data tells a lot. I think this summarizes pretty much the situation that the consumers are not getting that much what Atria is doing at the moment. Not all of the other food producers, or even though they are very great brands and so on, but if you want to be very close to your end customers, that's how you do it, and it takes time, and that's why people and consumers don't know what is video experiences.
Yes,
and,
they don't know.
Yeah.
We also see that in our brand image measurements, like attribute like easy to use or helps me with my everyday cooking have improved.
Wow. Was there a question somewhere?
If there are questions, yes. Now I think we have.
But I have to ask one thing. Yeah, let's have this one first. What happens concretely if the consumer scans the QR code? So somebody wants to try it, or?
Yeah,
Yes,
actually.
Yes, Henna had made a PDF on the presentation. If you
Yeah.
didn't, there was a video.
Exactly.
Okay.
I don't know if we could share it.
We can. Actually, I have it right here. So just a minute. We have a
I think we have somebody from VideoBot presenting what happens.
Yeah,
I
just
think Tapio is the guinea pig of the video.
Tapio.
Okay, here we go. Here is an image of the packaging. So everyone who is online please take your phones into your hands, open the camera app, and just click open the link that the camera app provides you, and you'll get straight to the video bot experience.
Unfortunately, it is in Finnish, but that's a good,
Yeah.
good lesson of Finnish as well for everyone.
Exactly.
Next webinar, we have a QR code for Swedish brands. So.
Yes, for sure. I'm just going to leave this picture here, so you are not in a rush to scan the code. Are there any other questions on the chat? I also have something that I want to ask from Nanna.
We've been talking this once before, but this is something as like a marketing operation or CX operation internally in the company. It's something new. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, this was a similar thing that we were thinking that who is doing all the social media stuff internally or externally for the brands. We were seeing a lot of like agencies to offer help and like this, but nowadays the social media is kind of this normal way of acting in a marketing departments, and you have some kind of social media leads and content people and like this. But how do you, Nanna, see in your organization, how would you organize this? Who is responsible for video experiences?
It is, well, yes, in my team, it is more or less the content people who are responsible. But of course, because it has so wide, the content can be used so widely. So we have more than one person. It's not just social media person, but we actually do it as a team. We have a small and very efficient team of 5 people. So we all together do ideas, but it is the responsibility is on the content team.
Good. Might vary in other companies as well, but how do you see the role of agencies?
We use agencies as help, and I think it depends on very much on your business, because we are in a food business and we have luckily our own chefs, and we think we know more about our products and recipes than agencies. So it felt quite natural us leading the content process and then using agencies as help. So we have agencies helping us in shooting, in casting sometimes, and of course cutting the videos.
Great, but it's not that difficult when you get to use this one as well, and obviously you are very familiar with this tool and of course the ideology. Anybody else?
Yeah, I think what makes it easy is the current trend of authenticity in social media. So people don't want very produced, very high-end videos, but this kind of very easygoing video works very well, and that has been our approach, and it has worked well.
I have one question also for Nanna. Do every bigger marketing campaign land also in video bots in some sort of way?
In some sort of way, yes. And also smaller campaigns, like I mentioned, smaller campaigns like Halloween that just finished. We didn't have big marketing campaign, but all the marketing we had was with social media, where you landed on video bot solutions and tips. So yes.
Interesting. Something that we still didn't cover, but we did promise to our watchers here was some concrete tips on how would you guide someone who is not too familiar with this. How would you guide them to get started with kind of bringing the video experience outside of social media as well, to the website or to the physical products? Or what are your best tips for someone kind of starting this journey?
Talk to videobot. I think we got a lot of help from you in the beginning.
Thank you.
Yeah, a lot of help from you, especially when planning kind of the video parts. So which one, how to introduce, how long the introduction video should be, where should it go, what kind of elements there should be next. And of course, then we've learned, but I think the first thing is to do the introduction video and a couple of more steps. You don't need to have a huge library of videos in the beginning, but then you can start with a couple ones and then learning by doing and then go forward. But I do thank you for a very good guidance in the beginning, everyone at Videobot.
It's great to hear. Great feedback. Thank you. Is there any other?
How do you,
Yeah.
like you probably, Nanna, you mentioned about the feedback coming from the customers. Have you heard anything directly from end customers that they have used it?
Consumers,
Or...
not directly, no. We see what kind of videos they watch, and that's of course good. When we don't hear anything, it normally means things are well. So because if they were not, then there would be feedback. But I think the brand attributes that have grown in our brand measurements also tell a story that we have managed to become a brand that helps consumers with different seasons with cooking.
That's great.
Sure.
That's
For
great.
sure.
Yeah, but no direct feedback like this is good or this is bad.
Yeah. Maybe we...
Just another quick one for me. As you said before, you are doing the content for, like, you're doing it for social media and you're doing it for the website, and kind of one team is responsible for the whole Allra video experience, no matter the platform. Have you done some videos for social media but ended up using them also on the website, and kind of as I think for many who are listening here, it might be still difficult to kind of grasp the kind of difference between regular short video and the kind of effect that Videobot brings there. So how would you kind of say it in a nutshell, like what has been the benefit of bringing those, for example, social media short videos to the website?
I think it makes the experience more interactive, like the study was interactive video, because there are, as everyone who scanned the QR code from the screen now saw, that once you land on the Videobot video, then you can click forward step by step, and you don't need to do traditional landing on a web page and then clicking to start a video, but everything kind of works automatically, and they guide from one to another, and I think that's a very engaging also. But yeah, for using them in social media was maybe the second step. So rather than using social media videos on a website, we first started doing these inspirational or recipe videos to Videobot, and then we realized that actually they work very well on social media.
Yeah, I could actually quickly show a live example from your site, because you have done some very cool stuff for the Halloween season.
Yes.
So you had this on the video, and I will send the original presentation to everyone here, so you can actually see the videos that now we missed with this PDF format. But here we
These
have
are also live on our page.
Yeah, exactly. So the Halloween kind of recipes, and Atria has used the slider format, so having this kind of carousel videos right here. And whenever I click one of these videos, I get to the Videobot. I will now play this mute. So now we have here the carousel itself. Some of these might have some interactive buttons, some of these might not. So this can be used as a video player or as a tool to link people to this specific site, or basically the possibilities are pretty much endless. And here we actually can see the widget as well on the right side corner. So this is also something that you have been using in various ways, which is very, very awesome.
And it's very cool to hear that you are using it the other way around. We are talking a lot of advertisers and brand advertisers that are using social media, and then they don't know how to use these short videos in the commercial side. But now you are saying that you have done it the other way around. This is very interesting for us here.
Yes, it was learning. This has been a learning curve for us as well, but the end result and the huge numbers I showed really speak to themselves.
Yeah.
Very much true.
We don't have anyone asking questions from the audience. No one. I encourage somebody to ask one question from Nanna or Jussi. Or then Henna, maybe you can wrap up what are the takeaways and maybe next webinar ideas.
Yes. Well, Tapio has his hand up, so Tapio, go ahead. I know you're in the car.
Yeah, thank you. I'm not anymore in a car. Really nice to see. Really nice to hear this whole webinar. One thing I have wondered a couple of years now, Nanna, do you ever have thought that you can also some way to participate your clients, all the persons who are eating your products and cooking or barbecuing using Atria's products, forgive me, to make them their own short videos, and in that way to get 15 seconds in public, any kind of competitions to participate, and please send us your short videos, how you use chicken or pork or something like that. Thank you.
Very good. Yes, good that you brought that up. Yes, we have thought about that, and we've had used video but for competition, but not yet having consumers having their 15 seconds or minutes of fame through our channels, but definitely something to think about. We know that's also a trend that some consumers are really into sharing their own ideas, which we did gather this summer as well.
Amazing. Okay, I think it's time to wrap it up. Here you find actually Jani's business card, where you can also test the QR code and see Jani via video as well. So thank you so much for everyone participating. We're having these webinars in every second month. So the next one will be in January. So we will send another invite there as well. I strongly recommend with very low barrier, you can ask me or Jani or anyone from VideoBot any questions about this topic, as this is something very new and a new category for marketing. But as we see from the results, it's very useful and very beneficial for your business. So we will be kind of waiting for any follow-up questions from here, and we will send you all the tips that Nanna has, and we will send you the results of the study and a recording for you to maybe share with your colleagues, or if you want to check something later up. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a lovely rest of